It is time. It is time to become the ultimate fighting champion. The Undisputed one. From 2009. Little late. Gonna have to time travel a tiny bit, but that's okay. This game's pretty cool. I already created a custom character for the purpose of this video. His name is Bob Big Nasty Brain Yolk. I really like his face. I think I did a good job on his face. That face says brain yolk to me. So before a match even begins, we have to choose how we spend our time leading up to it. Got lots of options. Training is how we increase our general stats. Sparring is how we increase our more specific stats by allocating points. The RPG function of the game, if you will. We have to fight someone first so we can gain experience, as it were. Sparring is not super serious. You can't really lose at sparring unless you do incredibly terrible. Sparring is just to get you points to level up. So this game advertised having complete control over your fighter in every way. And I think that's pretty accurate. The mechanics are actually fairly complex, but you're not going to see all of them, because it's impossible to have a character that's good at all of them. Bob Big Nasty Brain Yolk is just straight up offensive. He hits hard, that's his whole thing. He punches your face until you can't move anymore. He doesn't do any of that grappling nonsense. Initially, I was going to explain the mechanics during the sparring match, but I did really terrible and made a complete fool of myself. So we're going to wait until the actual fight, and you can just watch me flail around like a huge idiot here. I suppose I could use the excuse that I was trying to experiment with different moves, and I was, but I knew better. I like the music in this game. I don't know if it's official UFC music or what. I don't even know what the UFC is, really. We upgraded our standing strike offense, which means our punches and kicks while we're standing. Because, well, that's what Bob does. That's his whole thing. I play a lot of beat 'em up, so anyone probably could have predicted that would have been the route I took Bob. You can gear your character toward different things, though. I mostly train Bob in strength again for obvious reasons. We need to rest to recover our stamina. If we have low stamina when it's the week of the fight, we're going to be in trouble. So we need to balance it. Now, Bob certainly has his weaknesses, and they're pretty obvious. He can't take many hits, in spite of being able to dish them out pretty well. And he's terrible at grappling. But we won't need to deal with that at all, as long as we can keep the enemy the heck away from us.
Coming up next, it's a lightweight fight between Big Nasty and Yoshiro Tanaka. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Herb Dean, our referee.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
Yoshiro Tanaka. Big Nasty. First round. A battle at 155 pounds.
So kicks to the body reduce the opponent's stamina, and they also reach really far.
Oh, caught it right there. Caught a left, pardon me, jab.
We want to start the fight by keeping him away with the kicks.
Return, yeah.
However, the enemy can counter our attacks by hitting us before we manage to hit him, and that takes away our stamina immensely. So we only want to attack when it's a sure thing.
Pushing forward quickly.
The general strategy I use with Bob is to keep them away with kicks, and when they get in close, just unleash a flurry of punches.
Trying to punish the midsection.
If they start blocking too well, we can just duck under them and use a hook, like that. With Bob, we don't really go for submissions or anything like that. We just punch them until they can't move anymore. In the face. When they're low enough on stamina, you can tackle them to the ground. Now we could try to pin him from here, but I'm just going to keep punching him in the face. Over and over.
Raining down punches. Fans want a bit more of a shootout. Back to the feet. Here we go.
If the enemy isn't defending himself terribly well, the referee will eventually break it up, but you can usually get in quite a few good hits before then. He's in a really bad way already. He's taken many hits to the face.
2 minutes remains in round number 1. Quick jab.
The hits he's been getting on us have been pretty minimal by comparison.
Under 90 seconds remains in the first of 3 5-minute rounds. He's eating some punches. Just over.
If you're lucky enough when you unleash a flurry of punches, the enemy will just completely lock up and go on the defensive.
Under a minute remains.
Sometimes you're not always that lucky.
Good body shot. He takes him down again.
When you have them down on the ground is the best time to punch them in the face because they can't really do anything about it.
Ground and pound. Trying to rain down some strikes.
Little ground and pound here.
Little ground and pound.
Ground and pound, apparently, is what it's called. Yeah, whatever they said. I have no clue. Man, he's really not doing anything to stop this.
What a great brawl in that round. Both fighters leaving everything inside the octagon.
Outstanding round. Let's take a look at some of the action here.
When you land those combos, you can come back with a front kick at the end after the round kick. In case he's charging in, all right? Everything else looks good. You're going to catch it.
Gets that back, you fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body lock, you got to fight it off. You swim that arm over, okay? You swim that arm over those.
There she is, the beautiful Ariani.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
We are set for the start of round.
So our friend here is just screwed. He's taken way too many hits. He's done for. It's just a matter of time, really.
Combination, left, right.
Hooks are the best way to end a fight, I find. If you're good at punching, I mean. If you're good at grappling, of course, submissions are the way to go.
Oh, over the top.
Joe, he's to the head, and it is all over. Winner by knockout.
The physics engine suddenly kicks in when someone loses, and they sort of just flop. It's kind of funny.
Watch it again, Joe. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by knockout, Big Nasty!
Big Nasty is victorious.
So, that's UFC Undisputed 2009. There's no possible way I could show off all of the mechanics in one video. They're really complex and take quite a while to memorize. Luckily, like I said, you don't use all of them on one character. But that was the most straightforward brawl I could think of to show off. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play a game about a thing that I know nothing about.